Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the markets. March 12th, Thursday. We're gonna review the 0-day options today. I took on SPY and small account challenge. More war going on. So heavy still increased, and volatility's still present. Today was quite the liquidity build though. Here's Eric's chart. He's SPY day trading on YouTube. This is 30-minute chart. We've got 5-day down here, 20-day up here. 5 is well below it. Actually are we back at the daily bottom Bollinger? Oh yeah, we're way below it. I didn't even realize. There's the bottom Bollinger. This daily candle's way below it. That candle was huge that day. So retested 5-day. Yeah, I guess you'd say that was yesterday. More or less rejected it. We closed below it. Day gap down and still trending down. 200 days most likely a target. Whether it keeps going, I'm not sure. But yeah, 200 days had quite an acceleration here in the last, really this year. You see, it kind of had this climb and then really started accelerating right here. So it's not a whole lot further down for that. I mean, that's not even a cup close with here. You know, we could test that before we even hit this. So maybe it overshoots it, closes the cup. Let's see if we do a handle and keep moving down. Definitely some support way down here. Not sure if we'll get down there though or not. I'll stop with the daily. Let's look at the intraday. So this morning, today was crazy. Yeah, just watch this. Listen here, because this is wild. What is possible with like the precision of this kind of charting. And yeah, anyway, so charted gray here, kind of adjusted a little bit, but I got stuck with that one. Charted green, move that around a little bit. I'm trying to be, it helps if I'm more patient with my charting. Like, it's nice to have it dialed in early so you can catch some of those early moves. Sometimes you only get a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then it picks a direction and it's gone. Other days you can catch little moves inside. Anyways, but having patience with it helps, because then you're not charting incorrectly. And once you have something on there, you might give yourself a little bias towards that. So you gotta be kind of careful. Let's ignore this thing. Is that an alert? Yeah, let's get rid of that alert. I love the audible alerts on our lines. I don't know who else does that, but Thinkorswim, they do it. That's why I use them for the charting. Yeah, so charted gray here for, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of like in between for me. This maybe isn't correct. This is, I don't know if this is bears building liquidity or not, but it's kind of steep. Charted that. Green definitely is bearish buying. Gold I didn't have yet. So I had gray and I had green and I had a couple others, but I was kind of deleting them and moving stuff around. Trying to be patient again. Sold off here, broke gray, still, not too sure on everything. Then broke this green. And then came down here, and this is when I think I got gold. I had something similar, but then I ended up moving it to that. It was close to that, and then actually I didn't put gold down there till later. Came up. Where did I even start trading this? I think it was for a while. It was too grindy this morning. Yeah, so came up, wicked here, a couple big wicks, volume kind of increased there. And this is where I then finalized my green, with this being a resistance. You see it retesting here. As well as potential for gold. It was retesting that as well. And then back here I got this precision selling in the red. Precision buying here in the purple. So a potential for a trade right here. I don't think I took this, but just on this retest. I was probably too late because I needed more confirmation of everything, so once it happened, yeah, I can look for that to repeat, but yeah, that's my thought process on that. So bearish trend, selling off in the gold, looking for green to build liquidity. That's so flat though that might not be a very big move. If it's just in this gold, it's still kind of a tight range. Where's our first trade here? Oh, first trade was, it was actually red. Wait, No, never mind. Hold on. I bought a call for $1.50 at 10:02. Okay, came here. Yes, it broke that gold. The problem though with this, and it's clear now, but at that point I was like, we might have resistance on this green. This green might actually be controlling this buying. And that's bearish. Doesn't mean it can't still buy up in it. But yeah, broke here, and of course I'm looking for cup to close, or even the top of this green. Got one call here. I have purple already charted. Got a call there at 10:02 for $1.53. It came up, and I've hit the green as resistance. I'm like, oh boy, should I have taken a profit there? It's such a small little range. I'm like, yeah, I guess it could find that resistance on green. I'm like, well, I'll wait. I'll give it some time. I guess my stop could be gray. Could possibly be wedging with gray and green. So breaking orange was bullish for me though, and so I got one there. Held through here. It's kind of retesting gold here. It was a little hard to hold this. It was. Then it does wicks down to this gold. Still all just grinding over to the gray, which I'm like, this is fine. This will be my stop. If nothing else, and it does. It makes it over, more or less. Put a limit order to buy another one at 10:07. Yeah, got it like right about there. Pretty nice fill on that one. First one was for $1.53. Bought this one for $1.41. And I mean, this is just kind of gnarly trading because it's such a tight range. But I had confidence, and that's how you have success. So whatever strategy you build it so you have confidence, and then just practice good risk management. You can be successful. I think that's pretty much it. That's what. Oh, what's his name? Wrote that book, Reading the Zone. Mark Douglas. The number one thing that he saw with successful traders was confidence. That's pretty much it. So, anyways, yeah, bought another one there, and just because it's a better price, and this is my stop, so I'm getting closer to my stop. Bought it there and immediately went up. I was like, that's awesome. But I'm still fighting this green right here potentially, which is crazy. Keeps kind of grinding. These weren't that easy to hold through here. Test gray a little bit more, and then rallies, which gave me a little relief. But after this, I'm like, all right, it seems like green is resistance from here, the support here, resistance up there. Seems like it's buying up in that green, which is actually bearish. So I should be careful holding these calls. So I think I closed one right here actually. Yeah, and it was actually on this candle. I was trying to wait for the green to test again, of course, but it wasn't quite up there. It was like right here. This candle just started to get green. I closed it. I closed one, and that was for $1.61. So percentage-wise, actually, that was legit. I was happy with that. And then it comes up, and it actually hits my alert, and it's like, oh, I should have waited a little further, because it actually went up to, I think, $1.70 something. And then the next candle rejected. I'm like, uh-oh. It's definitely finding resistance on the green, which is bearish. So I think I sold the next one here. Yeah, I sold the next one right here for $1.60, so a penny less. So didn't get quite the highest fill. I wasn't quite patient enough for it to hit that, but the fact that it hit that and found resistance, my charting was accurate. Sold them both, you know, profitably. So $1.61 and $1.60, and opened it for $1.50, $1.41. So tiny little range, but yeah, trading with confidence, I guess. It's just a totally different world. It feels weird when it works out. And it has been. It's been a few months now of like seeing some hope and crazy relief. Still definitely lots to learn and lots of red. But anyways, it comes up here and it's finding resistance. I'm like, well, really, we're still looking for the gray, just like it did here, to break, to be bearish. And this green is controlling the buying. That's bearish. So this candle broke and I got puts. I was like, felt it was definitely stretching me right there, which is good. That's how you grow. You got to be stretched. You can't, like, you think about even your body, like to your body to grow, it has to like kind of stretch, like it's growing, it's stretching. So you gotta stretch. You gotta do something that's uncomfortable. This I was like, well, I mean, if this is all correct, which is what it looks like, and this is correct, and this is correct, then I should theoretically get puts here to continue on this path. And to flip my mind quickly like that felt good. It's very tough. It was very tough to do, but it felt good now that, of course, it worked. If it didn't work, then it felt bad. But in the moment, it was uncomfortable for sure. But I'm like, this seems like the right thing. It's just hard because I'm looking for all these confirmation biases for the upside, of course, because I'm in the long, and I'm like, wait a minute, focus and realize this is bearish controlled. This white is what it's buying up in, and if it breaks that. So these first few trades were crazy because it's just such a tight range, and I was able to just bounce it on all little levels. So got a put there, just got one. This one didn't really give me a retrace, I don't think. And yeah, so I got a 670. No, that was a call. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, so sold this one here and 12, and then I accidentally bought one. That's right. So quick little mistake. I hit the wrong hotkey. Still getting used to it. I've actually accidentally bought one and then sold it. So it was only a penny in and out. Sold one for 161, bought one for 160, sold it for 159. So it wasn't quite the. Or actually, no. Then I sold that one for 163 because I did limit sells on them. I was like, I'm at least gonna try and get limit sell. So I think it filled. Let's see, this one filled on this one. Or no, they both filled on that candle. I was quick in and out though. So ate up some buying power on that mistake, but anyways, next trade was that put at 10.16, so right on there. This was a limit. Yeah, limit at the bid. So just trying to be patient on it. It almost didn't fill. I'm like, it's fine. I'll just, if it doesn't fill, let it go. But I wanted to be patient on it because, yeah. Anyways, having limit ordering is definitely helpful. You just have to be okay for you to miss the move or to flip to a market and get even a worse fill if it starts to go without you. But just having that little bit of slippage, getting a limit on the bid when you're buying, and haven't done as many on the ass when I'm selling, but I'm definitely seeing it on the buying side. It just helps this trade be green sooner, right away. And so one right there, $1.27, 668 put. And this thing sold pretty well. You see, I moved my gray or my red a little bit because it unfortunately broke out of that. But I was like, I have to give it a little bit of leeway. Really, like gold would have been my stop, kind of how white was my stop on here. I would have to say gold was my stop, hoping it doesn't just rip up and hit gold right here because of course it could. So it was nice that it kind of, even though this looks easy now, and it was somewhat easy, but it was pretty slow. Something about the downside moves are just, they don't go fast. I'm always just sketched out that it's just gonna rip. I don't know. Maybe GameStop conditioned me to be that way. But yeah, this selling was actually pretty slow. Then we had this nice big candle, and I liked it. Of course, I wanted the target of green, which is the bearish controlled, where it could bounce on there and ball back and forth in this wedge some more, but I don't think I made it all the way to green. Got it for $1.27, sold it for $1.63 on this candle, so pretty close. It wasn't at the bottom of the candle, it was like right here. I think because it had broken out of that, yeah. So this one kind of opened here and I closed it about there. So it did end up kind of perfectly hitting at least the bottom of these wicks on that green algo, and we got a little better fill there. But I was happy about it. And percentage on that one was pretty good too. Again, the limit fills definitely help. That was $1.27 to $1.63, so I don't know. I have to do the math. I don't know. I was up at that point, but probably up pretty solid for this small account, because that's about, that's 40 almost. And then that one was 40, yeah, I don't know, 60. Anyways, and then next trade, Did I? I did. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so it broke the green, which is what we're waiting for selling. That's the bears controlled sell or buying. So here we go. Breaks the green. I didn't do a market order, which was fine. I did a limit. It didn't fill, and I'm just kind of waiting. And then it does this. I'm like, oh boy. And I still had it. And I think I moved it up one penny, the limit. And then this candle comes and goes whoop, and just barely fills me on this candle when it's green. It gives me a fill of, let's see, that was, yeah, $1.49 for 667 put. So yeah, basically just right down here. $1.49, nice reverse slippage on that one. And then this candle stalls out and then flushes. Low of day. Also, yeah, low of day. But at this point, since I've gotten all these little trades in here, and we did just break the green, I'm kind of like hoping it will go further. And so I'm gonna hold on a little bit. I'm gonna let it build a little bit of liquidity, consolidate, and see if I can just ride it down this red, because it might have a kind of a spillover inverse cup here. It doesn't always just bounce right on the low of day. So I held through here, and then in 31 sold it for $1.79. So on this candle, it wasn't the best fill. I think it was probably a little bit green when I sold it, and then it came down. But yeah, $1.49 to $1.79 with basically 3 candles. And I probably could have gotten a better, yeah, I definitely could have gotten a better fill if I just grabbed that one on that velocity candle. Probably was $1.85 or so. But I was fine to kind of stretch it a little bit. I was so scalpy earlier, and if the move was going to start going, I wanted to try and ride it. But yeah, happy on that one. That fill on the sell was a market, so yeah, I was a little anxious to get out when that green hit. I didn't know what I was up, so yeah. Anyways, and then it breaks the green here, which it doesn't really mean much because it wasn't building liquidity on it at that point. But I see kind of grinding down, and then I'm like, okay, it looks like it's selling down this gold, which of course is bullish. So then you have competing algos, and then I'm like, well, I need to check my P&L because I'm probably about done. Like that kind of accuracy that early in the day, and if you're just looking at this as a naked chart, it looks like just complete chop. So I'm pretty pleased. I have other stuff I can do. You know, like that was the chart. Crazy. So I checked my P&L, kind of give myself a break if I should stop for most of the day or whatever, come back later. And I was actually a little, I wasn't up quite as much as I thought. I was up at like $93. I was like super pleased, super grateful, but for some reason I thought it was gonna be a little bit more. So I kind of stuck around a little bit, and then it was selling this gold still, and it came up here, and on this candle right there, I got a put on this one. It was actually kind of accidental. Like I had my finger on it, and I was waiting for this candle to close to break this little purple and find resistance on that gold. I thought this was a little head for this shoulder down here. And I like hit it, and was this I think I limit ordered it, but of course it got filled because it was a put, so it didn't matter where it was, that put was getting filled. Yeah, 96 cents right here. Huge gnarly candle with volume, and I sold right away. 96 cents to 77, so kind of a nasty little stop there for a trade that I was in for like, wait, 96 to 77. Yeah, I was in it for 7 seconds. So pretty quick to get out with hotkeys, which was nice. And then I think I took a break. And then I was like, all right, that was dumb. So I think I was up more than I realized. Because I checked it later and it didn't make sense why I was up so much. Okay, yeah, still, yeah. All right, so next trade wasn't until let's see, that was 10:46 and 46. Next trade was until 3:30. So I literally stepped away. I mean, I looked at it like here and I was like, disgusting. Just on my phone. Of course, I completed cups and stuff. And the 30-minute, it wasn't really going anywhere, so to speak. I don't know. Kind of, I don't know. It just didn't look all that exciting. Looking for a cup to close here or to the upside, and it's actually a pretty tight range. You have large candles in here, but overall the range was kind of small. It's like 3-4 points. I mean, relatively small for what we've been getting. So I didn't trade through anything in here. I looked at like 3:30 when I finished everything else I was doing, and just kind of put in these charts right here, and a little bit of charting. And what did I do? 325. I got a limit order. So contracts are very cheap later in the day, so it's kind of lottos. This was a 19-cent limit order or a put. 666 strike. I got it 325. Wait, what time I get it? Yeah, 325. 543. Okay, yeah, so this was for resistance on here. Looking at this cup that it completed, potential handle, and then it moved down for end of day, which did end up happening, just not in a very easy way for me to trade. So I got it right here on this green candle. And then it broke above my resistance there. So I sold it. So that was 19 cents. Actually to 11 cents. So yeah, that was $8. Kind of a nasty. Monetarily, it was a small amount, but percentage-wise, that was pretty bad. That's why you got to size down end of day. Closed it on that candle, market order. And then the next trade was the right one. I actually was like, all right, I'm done, cool. I had this charted though, and I'm kind of watching it. Might have been on the phone. Yeah. And then I was like, please don't break here. I just wanted to like grind up to VWAP so I didn't have to trade it. Then it breaks there. I'm like, oh gosh, all right, I have to take it. So I got to put right here. Yeah. Let's see. 342. Got to put. This was a, yeah, 666 put again. So picked it up. Same one. 22 cents. So it only gone up a little bit from 19 cents to 22 right here. So that's because it's a little bit out of the money. And got that one. And I had, of course, the steeper selling that I was hoping it was in. Tried that, immediately broke that. I'm like, oh gosh. We're also coming up on the 10-minute move. So I chart this blue and actually found it from, I think, right here. I just got it here and pasted it here. And it looked like that's what it was selling in. So I was like, all right, I'll just maybe try and manage it with this blue. And sure enough, it looked like that's what it was selling in. So it broke that steeper red, grinded over to the blue, and then it's got 5 minutes left. Get a nice candle here. It was so close to low of day, you know, end of day, kind of a lot, of course. Contracts pretty cheap too. And get this nice big velocity candle. And I didn't close it there. I actually wanted the bottom of this channel. I wanted this one down. Didn't quite make it. So this actually, if you look at the contract, it's right here. Yeah, well, it's up now. But yeah, I got it here. This one I got in and out twice. So the second time I got in was 22 cents here. And then it goes down, it goes up, and then right here was that candle. It hit 38 cents right there. And then at the bottom, this one is like 24, 23. So just from there to there, now you can see on the chart what's going on. So that was 30, this was 38 cents right here, which would have been a nice exit. And I really thought about it, but I got a little greedy. And this entry was, what was it? I was actually, yeah, the entry was 22 cents. So this was 38, which would have been a nice little cherry on top end of day. I didn't take it though. I was like, I'm going to wait for this. So it comes here. And then this candle right here. No, it's the next one. Right on this candle, closed for 21 cents. So a penny loss just from here to here. It was a penny loss, which is crazy. And that's the nature of the end of the day. And part of the reason I closed there was because it was 49. Trying to catch, I mean, I didn't want to completely lotto on that 10-minute candle. A 10-minute candle can just do 1 second and snap to VWAP. Or it can come down here. I mean, of course, I'd hope it to come down here, but I was like, I'll just close out here. Basically break even. It broke this selling channel. And yeah, sure enough, it was just kind of a grind. This was the move to catch. You got to be very decisive in the last 30 minutes. There's the trades we discussed. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Up $70 today, so very pleased. I think I was probably around 100 at some point. But yeah, gained some experience, I guess, from more trading. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out.